Good morning, Shabbat Shalom. It is Saturday morning, December the 2nd, 2017. It is now the 14th day of the 9th Hebrew month. We are only 11 days now until Hanukkah, which begins on the night of December 12th, going into December 13th this year, and lasts until December 20th. Major news events going on. So I had mentioned last week that Trump had until December 1st, until the next 6-month deadline came up, for him to move the American embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem and to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of the world. This would be another campaign promise that he promised he would do that would cause the world to be destabilized, possibly if he did this, maybe lead to a major Middle East war. And so I was wondering, in light of his decision right after the new moon to declare North Korea a state-sponsored terrorist list, if he would have the courage to finally fulfill his campaign promise and move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Israel. December 1st came and went. That was the deadline, but I just found out that because it fell on a Friday, the deadline is actually extended until Monday, December 4th. So he has until Monday, December 4th to make the decision as to whether to sign the waiver to keep the embassy in Tel Aviv, which he did back in May, or to fulfill his campaign promise to give in to the pressure put upon him by the Senate and the Congress and on his supporters, and to move that embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and also recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. If he does this, this could cause major destabilization in the Middle East. So he has until December 4th to do that. And then also last night, Friday night, going into Saturday morning, it has been reported that Israel has struck Damascus. They have struck a Iranian facility about 8 miles southwest of Damascus. And I guess Syria was able to intercept a couple of those missiles, but several other missiles did reach the target, and evidently Israel destroyed this Iranian facility that it looks like the Iranian facility was not manned yet. It had just been newly built and was about to go online, and Israel destroyed it. So Israel struck Syria, struck very close to Damascus, destroyed an Iranian facility. This would be the first time Israel warplanes have gone into Syria and directly destroyed an major Iranian military base. Israel has made it very clear they will not tolerate Iran to establish a presence in Syria. They say that's unacceptable. They've told that to Russia, to Syria, and to Iran. And so last night it looks like Israel did escalate the conflict by attacking this Iranian base. Now, so far, Syria and Russia and Iran haven't really made any type of public response, other than to say that, Israel did carry out the attack and the Iranian facility was hit. The question is this going to escalate into something major? We know that, of course, Syria is always a huge powder keg. It's been that way for a long time, since 2011 and really since 2013. So Syria has always been a powder keg. Israel directly attacking Iranian facilities in Syria, is this going to escalate into something more? And could Trump's announcement on December 4th, should he decide to fulfill his campaign promise and not sign the waiver and actually move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem and recognize Jerusalem as the capital of the world, could both of these events lead to a major Middle East conflict, which would then lead to Israel subduing her enemies and possibly setting up an altar or temple with animal sacrifices by Hanukkah? I'm going to keep a very close eye on these events because, we only have 11 days now till Hanukkah. If the Great Tribulation were to begin next winter, I would expect some sort of altar or temple to be at least dedicated by Hanukkah, with animal sacrifices beginning shortly thereafter. So we have 11 days until that time period is here. And we've now seen this major escalation with Israel destroying an Iranian facility in Syria, and now Trump on the verge of deciding whether he's going to move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Israel. So I really want to see what's going to happen, because I think whatever happens in this chain of events that would lead to the demise of the United States, if it were to happen in the next 3 months, we're going to see a major Middle East conflict first. And that'll sort of lead to other things. So I just wanted to make this video to remind everyone, we're getting close to Hanukkah. Hanukkah is the season of rededicating your temple, of cleansing your temple, of making sure it's pure. So I encourage you to get on your face and make sure you have no sin in your life. If you have had sin in your life, you know what? Get right with Yah. He's merciful. He'll forgive you. You just got to repent. That means to confess and forsake it, to turn away from it, to agree never to sin again. And by His Spirit, through His blood, Jesus living inside you, Yahshua of Nazareth living inside you, he can enable you to live without sin. You do not have to sin. Please get the sin out. Please. If you've been struggling with sin, if you've had habits of sin that you haven't been able to break, go to him. Go to him. Repent, confess, forsake. Let him fill you with your spirit. If you've been backslidden, if you've been lukewarm, go to him. Make things right with him. Because we could be seeing the beginning of a major military conflict. This is Daniel John Lee with Torah Restoration Ministries, wishing you all a very happy season of Hanukkah as we're getting closer and closer to this joyous 8-day festival of Hanukkah. And may you all have a wonderful Shabbat on this 14th day of the 9th Hebrew month, the month of judgment and the month of Hanukkah, overcoming impossible odds. Website spiritandtorah.com. Shabbat Shalom.